Hello everyone, this is Pushpalata from Arunachala College of Engineering for Women. Today's topic is interconnection networks from the subject multi-core architectures and programming. Next, what is interconnection networks? Interconnection networks provide connections between the different components of the interconnection mechanism. The network has processing elements or nodes that are at one end of the network and memory elements or nodes are at the other end of the network. Interconnection networks are needed to send and receive data from one processor to other processor when they are in the network. And interconnection networks play a major role in distributed memory systems and shared memory systems. Shared memory interconnects. Widely used shared memory interconnects are buses and crossbars. Now we see one by one. Buses. A bus interconnection network is a collection of processors and communication elements, means buses. The processors are used to send and receive messages and the buses are used to provide communication channels to exchange message among the processors. Every bus provides a communication link between two or more processors. Communication wires are shared by the devices or processors that are connected to it. Also, it is low cost and flexible. Crossbar networks allow any processor in the system to connect to any other processor or memory unit so that many processors can communicate simultaneously without contention. A new connection can be established at any time as long as the requested input and output ports are free. A crossbar can be defined as a switching network with n inputs and m outputs, which allows up to minimum of n, m one-to-one interconnection networks without contention. So here it consists of 4 processing elements and 4 memory elements. Here the circle represents the switch and the lines represents the crossbars and it is bidirectional in nature, and the square representing processors or memory elements. Here switch is used to connect the memory elements and the processing elements, and conflicts occurs here if more than one processor tries to access the same memory module. In this figure, P1 is accessing the memory element M4 and P2 is accessing the memory element M3 and P3 is accessing the memory element M1 and P4 is accessing the memory module M2. So here there is no conflicts. Distributed memory interconnects. Here the distributed interconnects are classified into direct interconnects and indirect interconnects. Let us see one by one. Direct interconnects. First one is ring. Ring topology is a network topology in which device connections create a circular data path. Each networked device is connected to exactly 2 others and forms a circle. If there are p processors, then number of links is 2p. In this figure, circles are switches, squares are processors, lines are bidirectional links. In 2D toroidal mesh, the switch must support 5 links instead of 3 links. If there are p processors, then the number of links is 3p. So here the square symbol represents cores or processing elements, circle represents as usual switch, line represents the crossbars. Next, fully connected networks or mesh topology. So in this mesh topology, each device is connected to every other device that is available in the network by a dedicated point-to-point link. Dedicated link in the sense, the link that is established between two nodes is used by that two node itself. It will not be shared by other devices. Then consider, suppose there is n devices in the network, then each device is connected with n minus 1 devices and the total link in the network is n into n minus 1 divided by 2. Hypercube. First, one-dimensional hypercube. In this one-dimensional hypercube, Two nodes are connected by only one dedicated link. Then two-dimensional hypercube. Two-dimensional hypercube is constructed with two one-dimensional hypercubes. Here this network consists of 4 nodes and 4 dedicated links. The nodes are memory elements or processing elements. Indirect interconnect. Here the devices which are not directly connected to the interconnecting medium. In this figure, the interconnecting medium used is switching network and the device used is memory elements or processing elements. Example, crossbar. Here the crossbar network consists of unidirectional links, not bidirectional links, and all the processes and memory available in the crossbar network can communicate parallelly. If the network consists of P processor, then there should be P square switches. In this figure, we are having 4 processor, then you will have 2 power 4, in the sense 16 switches here. Omega network. Here the communications cannot occur simultaneously. Here this network is also using unidirectional links, not bidirectional links. Omega network is less expensive when compared to our crossbar. Totally it consists of 2P log to the base 2 of P switches. Factors that are used to measure the performance here is latency, bandwidth, message transmission time. Now we see one by one. First one, latency. Time taken between the source beginning to transmit the data and the destination starting to receive the first byte. Latency in the sense just the delay. Next, bandwidth. Rate at which the destination receives data after it has started to receive the first byte. Next one, message transmission time. Here consider the latency is 1 second and the bandwidth is B bytes and the time taken to transmit the message of n bytes is 1 plus n by B. Thank you everyone.